quiet moment before everybody arrives, so I'm spending a little bit of time with my darling little furry puppies. They've had their bath this morning, so they smell nice and sweet for when all the readers come. So quiet time before the big rush. It's a beautiful day here on the Gold Coast, and I'm celebrating the launch of my new book, Island of Secrets. Island of Secrets is a sweeping multi-generational love story set in Hawaii on a privately owned island called Harbour Island. And as you can tell by the title, Harbour Island has lots of secrets. So I'm waiting for my local readers to join me today, a nice cozy handful of them, and we're going to celebrate with some lovely wine and champagne and book signings and all things bookish. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Island of Secrets. Island of Secrets is another story. Oh, there's Gypsy. Another story that beamed into me, as all my stories have. In 2015, I went to Maui, which was my first trip there, and I did a conference with Dr. Wayne Dyer, which was one of his last workshops before he actually died. And I fell in love with the Magic Isle. And I never had any thoughts of actually writing about Maui at that time, and it wasn't until probably towards the end of 2016, and I'd finished writing Retribution, which was my last book, my romantic suspense, and I was wondering, well, what am I going to write now? And one afternoon I was on the Broadwater here on the Gold Coast, and I was sitting there relaxing on the boat, and this boat travelled past me, and on the back of it was written Harbour Island. And the whole story beamed in absolutely fully formed about Harbour Island, which was a privately owned island off the coast of Maui. Here were the characters, this is the story, it's told across 40 years, and I went, take me home now because I've got to get this down. And so Harbour Island was born out of my love for Maui, but also out of that very inspirational moment on the Broadwater from this one boat that travelled past and was called Harbour Island. So thank you for being here today for this book launch. I hope you enjoy Harbour Island. As I do with all of my books, I fell in love with the characters. It's told over 40 years, and as Carol Dutton, one of my better readers, said to me, I can see you're writing more for the American market with this book, which she is probably right with. There was a conscious choice for me to write from a more of an American mindset with that, because I thought that that would definitely be part of my audience base as well. My characters are all Americans. So I hope you enjoy it. It's got a lot of mystery in it. It's got a smattering of romance as well. And it's maybe the last book I write for some time that is a romance. My next books will be murder mysteries. So I hope, a serial, murder mystery, So sorry. No, hey, don't, you know, I could, because I'm always looking for a good murder. And how to murder somebody well. And in fact, my husband's going to star in a lot of my books in the future. So anyway, thank you very much for coming. And before I'm going to say goodbye for the camera. Bye. I just have one last little bit of housekeeping I need to do. I'd like to call up Deborah and Carol, please. Here we go. Deborah and Carol seem to have taken up the role of resident beta readers for my book. So every time my manuscript is nearly finished, or is finished, my about 5th draft goes off to them, and they read it and they come back to me with some suggestions of what they think of the book. And then I look at those suggestions and I go, yes, no, and usually they always make a suggestion that's really, really significant and works in the book, and I make the changes. So as always, ladies, thank you very much. Your help is always appreciated. And here's a little gift for you both so that you can add it to your collection. Thank you very much. Thank you.